Number 30, Hunter Fansler. Number 31, Gage Friels. Number 32, Peyton Olson. Number 39, Evan Mackey. Number 50, Josh Walters. Number 51, Devontae Johnson. 54, Ben Bondurant. 58, Josh Reichel, or Reike. Number 62, Eli Henry. 63, Carl O'Neill. 64, Josh Selby. 65, Malachi Rainey. 66, Critch Hussins. 67, Skylar Shirley. 68, Trey Warfield. 69, Julian Angelis. Number 70, Reagan Davis. Number 71, Chris Hall. Number 72, Zeke Gilman. Number 74, James Caldwell. Number 75, Bradley Hill. 76, Will Jeffries. 77, Chance Killian. Number 78, Brandon Spite. 79, Brandon Hill. 80, Trenton Jones. Head coach is Dan Bulware, assisted by Ronnie Kimbley, Jansen Bradford, and Jacob Vitale. And for your Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks, we have number 1, Caleb Kaplan, freshman. Number 2, Bryce Irving, freshman. Number 3, Justin Genowine, junior. Number 5, Zach Evans, junior. Number 6, Joshua Wolanski, freshman. Number 11, Landon Struss, sophomore. Number 12, Sean Yates, senior. Number 13, Kyle Martin, senior. Number 15, Lucas Martin, sophomore. Number 19, Eli Gladney, sophomore. Number 20, Dorian Zumwalt, junior. Number 22, Eddie Bonstell, junior. Number 23, Trevor Ashing, freshman. Number 25, Jake Reimel, senior. Number 30, Tyler Kuntz, freshman. Number 32, Justin Shaw, freshman. 35, Malik McPike, senior. 38, Avery Hall, junior. 45, Kobe Twellman, sophomore. 50, Jacob Martin, junior. 54, Ethan King, freshman. 55, Gabriel Hill, junior. 59, Randy Freeborn, junior. I'm sorry, freshman. Number 60, Nathan Martin, sophomore. 65, Riley Walker, junior. 68, Brody Freeborn, junior. 71, Jacob Wolanski, junior. 72, Ryan McNelly, senior. 75, Jorgen Kruger, freshman. 77, Chance Lucas, senior. Cheerleaders, Leah Spurlock, Randy Burke, Abby Braden, McKenna Mills, Sierra Crenshaw, Kaylee Duvall, and the head coach from Elsberry is Carrie Braden. All right, these two teams, they've met, excuse me, since 2012, they've met 7 times, and the Thunderbirds have won all 7 of those games. So I know the IndianHawks are going to do what they can tonight to change that. They're going to try to break that streak a little bit. The IndianHawks are coming off of a victory last week, 42-7 over Missouri Military Academy. They are 1-1 on the season, the same as North County is. They are 1-1 on the season. They're also coming off a victory over Tipton last week of 60-16. They lost their first game of the season, just much like the IndianHawks did. And as you can see, and I guess I ought to mention the last meeting of these two teams was September the 7th of last year, and it was won 47-0 by the Thunderbirds. All right, as you have met out in the middle, and I missed who's going to be kicking off to who. That's my. Okay, the IndianHawks are going to be receiving the ball for this half to start this game. Looks like they're setting up over on the right side of the field. And the Thunderbirds will be kicking south. And in this first quarter, the IndianHawks will be going to the left or to the north end of the field. So we were just discussing this. I don't know why these referees do this stuff does. We get ready for a game at a certain time, and then they want to start it early. That's why I get to the games real early. And I want to apologize at the very beginning. These North Calloway uniforms are very hard to read the numbers. Anyway, the ball is fumbled on the return. It's right around the 40-yard line. Let's see. Ball is fumbled, and so that's not exactly the way to start this game for the IndianHawks. So North County sets up. They have no wide receivers. They have 3 backs. And handoff to, that is Cody Cash. I remember that name from basketball. He and his brother, I guess they're brothers. They're related, I'm sure, Gabe Cash. I don't think they're Johnny's kids, but all right. And here's quarterback under center again. No wideouts, 3 backs. Hands off again to Cash. And Cash drags a couple of players with him, and he picks up another 3 yards, and it's going to bring up 3rd and about 3 for North Calloway. So North Calloway is starting off strong, running the ball. Once again, same offense, 3 backs. And right up the middle, and he's got himself a first down. And like I said, I just can't see very well. 21 is the runner. That is Mason Wortman. So there seems to be some small holes in the Indian Hawk line. Exact same line again for North Calloway. He's back to pass. I think he's going to run. Nope, he passes forward, and it is a complete pass. And that pass is to Mason Wortman. Going to have about 2nd, about 4. Quarterback ran a long ways then before he finally dumped that ball off. All right, the Thunderbirds put out receiver on each end now. Quarterback still under center, hands off to Wortman, and he bulls his way up on the right side. And they finally bring him to a stop. They don't take him down, but they do get a stop on him. And that was a first down. So there's another first down for North Calloway. Early in the game, and Thunderbirds are definitely controlling the run. Jaden Henry under center again. Whoa. I was halfway looking for a penalty flag there, but I guess not going to see one. But Wortman again with the run to the left side. And he picks up about 3. And one wide out each end for the Thunderbirds, 2 backs. And Henry is under center. He's been under center every snap. He hands off to number 22, and he is in for the touchdown. So that fumble from the kickoff, it turned out to be costly. With 9 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the first quarter, it is now 6-0 North Calloway. So they are back for the extra 2 points, and he is in. I believe that was Wortman. Like I said, I just can't read the numbers from here. But I believe that was 21 Wortman. So 9:19 remaining in the first quarter, and the score is now 8-0. So we are, hopefully the IndianHawks can hold on to the ball this time and be able to run some offensive plays. Obviously, lots of game left. Kicking off, Will Jeffries for the Thunderbirds. Seems like just a couple of minutes ago we did the same thing. There's the kick. It is received and ran it up about 10 yards. That was Kyle Martin with the run up, and he held on to the ball this time. And so we are going to have 1st and 10 for the IndianHawks, and they're going to be starting their offensive play at their own 38-yard line. So Sean Yates back in a shotgun. He's got one back with him, 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Back to pass, passes into the flat, and there is Kyle Martin again, and he's brought down. Looks like it's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. So first play looked really good. It's a long 1 yard. It's probably about a yard and a half to the first down. Looks like we have 2 wideouts to each end for the IndianHawks offense. Yates back in a shotgun. And he kept the ball. Yates kept the ball, and he powered his way through the line for a first down. So after 2 plays, the IndianHawks with a first down. They are now up to the 49-yard line, their own 49-yard line. So they've made 11 yards on the first 2 plays. Just keep chopping away. Same offense, 2 wideouts on each end. Yates back in a shotgun. He's back to pass. Passes to 25. It's Jake Reimel. And he powers his way up. He is close to a first down, but I believe it's only about 9 yards. So it's going to be second down and 1 yard to go. They are now at the 42-yard line. We need to go to the 41 to make a first down. Wideouts on the near side on the left. And there's a toss back. Another IndianHawk first down. He's right on the 40-yard line. So last couple plays they've been into Thunderbird territory as they go through to the far side. Near side shotgun formation. This is to Kyle Martin, and he is stopped, knocked out of bounds. Looks like he's going to be a couple of yards shy of the first down. Going to bring up 3rd and about 2 or 3, something like that. And backfield. Loss of a couple yards on that play. That's going to bring up 4th and about 6. So after letting the IndianHawks run a few good plays, the line kind of closed up for the Thunderbirds. Once again, 2 wide outs each side. Back in a shotgun again for Yates. He's back to pass. Forward pass, and it is good. That is to number 13, Kyle Martin. And that is another first down for the IndianHawks. And they are down into the red zone at about the 19-yard line. Try to get this camera adjusted here. So, fresh set of downs and into the red zone for IndianHawks on their first drive. Yates back in a shotgun, 2 wide receivers on either side, and he's going to keep it, and he runs up through the middle, and he has an open hole there, and he's up too close to a first down. He got, did he get 10 yards? He is close. All right, they are calling that a first down. So we're going to have 1st and goal to go for the IndianHawks. 4:27 remaining in this first quarter, 8-0 for North Calloway. 2 wide outs each side, 1 back. Yates under center. He hands off to Justin Genowin, and he is swallowed up right at the line. Brings up 2nd down and goal. They're about the 10-yard line. There was about a loss of 1 on there. So sets up once again, and Yates is back in a shotgun, 2 wide outs each side, and that looks like it's going to be offside. Yeah, offside against North Calloway, so that picks up 5 yards. Going to be 2nd down and goal from about the 5-yard line now. Cut that distance in half. So same formation. Yates back to pass. He had a receiver right there. I was kind of looking for some flags on that, but there was none. I really wasn't sure who that was that pass was intended for. His numbers were covered up. Okay, once again, same offensive formation. Yates is back in a shotgun. He's back to pass. That pass is to Zach Evans, and it is a touchdown. Touchdown IndianHawks with 3:22 remaining. Score is now 8-6. So both teams have had offensive plays, and both teams have scored touchdowns. And now Kyle Martin's going to be back to kick. I'm surprised he didn't have a sore foot from last week. He did a lot of kicking. Kick is up, and it is good. So 3:22 remaining in the first quarter. The score is now North Calloway 8 and the IndianHawks 7. Let's take a break.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Okay, we are back where the score is 8-7. North Calloway over Clopton Elsberry. And the kick is going to be made. I'm sure it'll be Kyle Martin making this kick. He's being covered up right now with another player. Yes, it is. Number 13, Kyle Martin. Be kicking off to the Thunderbirds, who will get their second possession. There's the kick. And it is a heck of a kick. And he is running. He hit the sideline. That was number 24 for North Calloway. And that is Cody Cash. He's pushed out of bounds. Where are they going to mark that? He's pushed out of bounds at about the 40-yard line, about the 39-yard line. Okay. North Calloway with their same offensive setup. Quarterback under center. And they stopped him at about 3 yards, 3.5 yards, maybe 4 yards. Same setup. Quarterback under center. He hands it off. And there is a penalty flag on the play. He's run for the first down and finally brought down around the 20-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. Let's come back over here where the flags are. There's 2 flags down on the field now. So we'll see what these are. And there's been no preliminary call or anything. Here we go. Yeah. They're going to. Okay, it looks like it's all coming back. So I would say it was against North Calloway. Okay. Okay, looks like it's going to be offsetting penalties. It was holding on North Calloway and personal foul on Clopton Elsberry, offsetting penalties. Repeat second down. So that's just like nothing ever happened. All right. Once again, similar setup. 2 backs, 1 wide receiver to the left, and up near the handoff is to the runner, and he's up near the first down. Not sure whether he's going to get that first down or not. Yep, they gave it to him. Not really sure who ran that ball then. They have white uniforms and white numbers. So, 1st and 10 for the Thunderbirds from their own 49-yard line. 1 to the near side. They have a man in motion, and he is passed off to, and he's run to the near side, and he is finally brought down at about the 32-yard line. So big pickup on that play. Get a fresh set of downs. So that is going to be now first down Thunderbirds from the IndianHawks 32-yard line. Seems like when they're running the ball to the outside, Indian Hawks are having a hard time containing them. 2 backs, 2 receivers to the far side. And here's the ball to Wortman again, and he is brought down in the backfield this time. They were not able to get around that Indian Hawk line. Loss of about 2 on the play brings up second and about 12. Two receivers over to the left. And fumble on the ball. Ball is still out, and I believe the Indian Hawks have recovered the ball. They have. So there is now Indian Hawks ball where they'll take over 1st and 10 from their own. Where are they? They're about the 36-yard line. Yeah, I saw that fumble. The quarterback took the snap and started to step back, and that ball just fell right out of his hand. And it bounced around a couple times before finally one of the Indian Hawks fell on it. So, wide receiver far to the right. Have another couple over here to the left, and one back here. Yeah, I think the referee just did something then he wasn't supposed to do. Now I'm sure you saw it here on the film, but for the people on the radio, the forward pass from Yates, it went through the intended receiver and was up in the air and came right at the referee, and instead of dunking out of the way, he reached up and hit the ball. But anyway, we have 2nd and 10. Yates back in a shotgun. Got 4 receivers, and he's keeping it. And he's running through the middle, and he ran first to the right side and then up through the middle. Picked up about 5 yards, maybe even closer to 6. That brings up third and a long 4. And that is the end of the first quarter. The score, North Calloway 8, Indian Hawks 7. Take a break.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation.
All right, we are back. Begin this second quarter. We have third and about 5, and I believe we're going to see offsides against North Calloway, and that just might give them the first down. That's going to be very close to a first down. It is. They're 5-yard penalty, and they didn't have quite 5 yards to go. So 1st and 10, Indian Hawks. They are on the 47-yard line now. Their own 47. And looks like the ball is fumbled. And I guess it's going to stay with the Indian Hawks. Loss of about 2 on the play. 8-7 North Callaway, beginning of the second quarter. Yates back to pass, and it pass is complete. That pass is complete up to Jake Reimel. And 1st and 10. All right, so we are going to have 1st and 10 IndianHawks. They are on about the 38-yard line of Thunderbirds. Yates back to pass, passes off to Genuine, and he found a seam up the middle, and another 1st down. He had a nice run, about a 12, 14-yard run. All right, 1st and 10. 1st and 10 IndianHawks, 23-yard line. Yates back to pass, nice long pass. And there is a touchdown, IndianHawks. Beautiful pass. That pass was to Kyle Martin. 23-yard touchdown pass, Yates to Martin. And with 10:32 remaining in the first half, the score is at this point in time 13-8. IndianHawks over North Callaway Thunderbirds. Kyle Martin setting up for the extra point. Here's the snap, except that there was a North Callaway player about 10 yards inside the zone. Another encroachment for North Callaway. And see what they're going to do here. They're changing players around. Yeah, I was just told they're going to go for 2 now, and I figured that's what they were going to do with moving the ball that much closer. So Yates under center, and he just pushes his way into 2-point conversion. Sean Yates. So once again, 10:32 remaining in the first half. The score is now 15-8. IndianHawks. Take a quick break here. Finish up this last commercial.
Accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay. We are back. Thunderbirds, and Kyle Martin is ready to kick off. A lot of excitement showing on this IndianHawks sideline here. It is gobbled up by Cash, and he runs right up the middle and hits himself a nice brick wall there. So North Callaway is going to be taking over 1st and 10 from about the 25-yard line. Now, let's see, they keep going forward. They're about the 27-yard line. So 1st and 10 from their own 27 for Thunderbirds. Henry's under center, hands off. And he is still going. That is Wortman, and He carried most of the IndianHawks team with him for about 20 yards. I wasn't sure they were going to ever get him down. So 19-yard gain. First down for North Calloway. They are up to the 46-yard line. And here's pass off to, couldn't tell who it was. That was one of the caches. So it's going to remain 2nd and 10. They gave him about a yard, I guess, on it. And Thunderbirds have 2 receivers out to the ends now, 2 backs. Quarterback under center, hands off to one of the runners, and he gets up about 4 yards, I guess, and is brought down right at the 50-yard line. It, once again, was Wortman. He's done a lot of ball carrying. So the tip of the ball is just touching the 50-yard line. It brings up 3rd down and about 6. Lateral pass over to the near side, and he is brought down. That is number 4, Mason Street. I don't have him on my roster. He was brought down for about a 2-yard loss on the play. Brings up 4th down and about 8. So once again, now they're showing a different formation this time. They're punting. Huh. Fair catch called for. That was Jake Reimel called for that fair catch. He's about at the 29-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the IndianHawks from about the 28-yard line, I guess. I guess they're going to spot it back. 15-8, IndianHawks over the North Calloway Thunderbirds. And timeout is called on the field. And so let's take a break here.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay, we are back. 8:01 remaining in the first half. 15-8 is the score. IndianHawks over the... All right, Yates back in a shotgun. 2 wide receivers each side. Hands off to Reimel. And he is brought down immediately in the backfield. Loss of about 3 on the play. Once again, 2 wideouts each side, 1 back with Yates. And his pass was intended for Malik McPike. And he was either behind it or the pass was in front of him, one of the two, but they didn't get to the same piece of real estate at the same time. So that brings up 3rd and about 12. side, one back with Yates. He's in the shotgun. He's back to pass. So the IndianHawks have had a fourth down tonight already, and they turned it into a first down. And the ball takes an IndianHawks bounce. And that ball is down to about the, looks like about the 27, 28-yard line of the Thunderbirds, where they will take over 1st and 10 with 7:08 remaining in the first half. Score is still 15-8, IndianHawks over North Calloway. So we will see what kind of formations they have coming out. Got a feeling it's going to center around Wortman. Their quarterback Henry is under center. Wortman straight behind him, and he gets the ball and goes right up the middle. And it takes about 6 or 7 IndianHawks to get him down. They do bring him down, but not after he picked up to about 6 yards. Yeah, they brought it back a little bit, 5 yards, but it brings up 2nd and 5. Okay, another runner in motion. They hand it off to him. He's running to the far side, and he cuts out, and he is fast. And he is going all the way for a touchdown. Touchdown, Thunderbirds. I don't see any yellow on the field. So that makes the score 15-14. And see if they're going to go for 2. Or if they're going to kick. Now they're going for 2. 3 backs, no receivers. Quarterback keeps it, and he's running to the outside. There he throws, and it is complete for 2 points. So that takes the score 16-14, the IndianHawks. Yeah, 6:21 remaining in the first half. The score is now 16-15, North Calloway over the IndianHawks. All right. Back to receive for the IndianHawks on his kickoff is going to be number 20 Dorian Zumwalt and 25 Jake Reimel. We have Jeffries kicking, number 76. And there's the kick, and it's quite a boot. And there's Zumwalt with the ball, and he cuts to the outside, and they're trying to get him down, but okay. They finally brought him down at about the 42-yard line. Maybe the 41-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 IndianHawks. They're down by 1 point still in the first half. 6:10. There was a penalty called on the return, and they're taking it back up someplace around Hannibal, it looks like. Wow. So rather than the 41-yard line, let's see, it's 5, 10. There's about a 16-yard penalty there. Yeah, 10-yard from the spot, but it cost them about 16 yards. So they are starting off at about the 25-yard line now. Two backs with Yates. He's back in the shotgun. And he's rolling out to his right and pass down the middle. And there's Kyle Martin. And he received the ball, plus there's going to be a penalty. I'm sure it's going to be a horse collar penalty. So after that pass, he is brought down at about the 37-yard line of the Thunderbirds. We'll see what they do after the penalty. That was a 38-yard pass. Okay, call is horse collar. And they are walking and walking and walking and walking. Okay, they're going to put the ball down 1st and 10. Let's see, what yard line did? It's about the 23-yard line. Yates was under center, hands it off to Zach Evans. He makes it just about back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Again, clock is running. 5.5 minutes remaining in the first half. 16-15, the Thunderbirds over the IndianHawks. And Yates back to pass. Can't find anybody yet. He's under a lot of pressure. There he passes, and the pass is low, intended for Kyle Martin. That pass was low, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 10 from the 23-yard line. A lot of pressure on Sean Yates then. Clock still running, 5.25 minutes. Yates back, pass, and there's a complete pass, and that is Landon Struss finally brought down at about the 11-yard line. So it'll be a 1st and 10 from about the 11-yard line. Yeah, they just outside the 11-yard line. 1st and 10. Clock is running. There's at 5 minutes. Just clicked over. And I know you can't see it on the camera right now, but the moon is coming up, and boy, it is fantastic. Good old harvest moon, full moon, Friday the 13th. I'm glad I'm not in the medical field anymore. So Yates under center. He takes it and gives it to Jake Reimel, and he's pulled down from behind. And he makes it back to the line of scrimmage, I believe. So brings up 2nd and 10. Clock still running at a little over 4 minutes. Yates back in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to each side. 1 back with him. It's Reimel's back with him. He's back to pass. There is a pass right at the end zone, and it was just in and out of his hands. He had a receiver all over him. That was Malik McPike. So we have 3rd and 10 from the 11-yard line. And Malik McPike is just a little bit slow getting back there. He was kind of scrunched in there when he reached up for that ball. Okay, once again, receivers out to each end. Reimel back with Yates, but he is back in the shotgun. There's the pass. Yates picks it up, and he runs, and he is out of bounds. He's run out of bounds at about the 9-yard line. So that brings up 4th down and about 9 to go. Be about 4th and 8. They can get a first down, it looks like, right before the goal line. Okay, and we have a timeout on the field. Let's take a quick break here.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, we are back for about a 4th and 8. They're at the 9-yard line. Oh, they're gonna attempt a field goal here. It'd be Kyle Martin with the kick. Here's the kick. It is up, and it is no good to the left. So that one came up unsuccessful. 3:45 remaining in the first half. The score is 16-15. North Calloway over the IndianHawks. So now the IndianHawks are, the Thunderbirds are going to take over 1st and 10 from the 9-yard line. They'll be taking over, they're actually just inside the 10. They'll be taking over 1st and 10. 3 3/4 minutes remaining in the first half. Quarterback under center. It's handed off. And I believe that's Cash that's running. And he makes it up. Looks like about 9 yards or so. Nope, I tell you what, he made it to the 10. He made it full 10 yards, 1st and 10. So they're up right at the 20-yard line. It was just about a 10-yard gain. All right, quarterback under center again. Wide receiver here to the near side. There's a pass back to a runner, and he is brought down in the backfield. That was his number scrunched up. That was Kyle Martin with that tackle. So 2nd and 12 for the T-Birds. Little under 3 minutes remaining now in the first half. Once again, okay, they have a receiver to the far side this time. Quarterback keeper. And, okay, he's now passing, and he passes it out of bounds. Stops the clock with 2:35 remaining in the first half. Brings up 3rd and about 12. So. They have 2 wide receivers to each side, no backs. Quarterback's under center. There's a pass, and he received the ball after about a 5 or 6 yard gain, but he was brought down immediately. So that brings up 4th down and about 6. 4th and 6. Little over 2 minutes remaining in the first half. They are back to punt. There's the kick. Short kick. Takes a Thunderbird bounce. And it is down. Ball only goes up to about the 46-yard line. So the IndianHawks will take over 1st and 10 from the Thunderbird 46-yard line. Minute 47 remaining in the first half. Plenty of time to get a touchdown in here. Minute 47. The score is North Calloway 16, IndianHawks 15. All right, so they are, Yates is back in a shotgun. He's back to pass. Forward pass there, and that pass is to Lucas Martin. And nice gain on that play. He is up to, where are we here? He's up to about the 17-yard line. Clock is stopped at this point in time. They'll start it up, though, after the completed pass. 1 minute and 38 seconds. Oh, we have an injury on the field. Okay, I didn't notice that. That's why the clock is stopped for so long. But yeah, that was a Lucas Martin catch, and that brought him up into striking territory. Just throw a commercial in here quick.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
A North County player that was down on the field, and they're helping him off now. And he's mostly under his own pressure. He's walking, but they've got their arms around him. So anyway, to recap here, we have 1 minute 38 seconds remaining in the first half. The score is 16-15, North Calloway over the Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks. The IndianHawks are threatening. They are, let's see out here, where are they? They are at about the 17-yard line, I guess. 17-yard line, 1st and 10. Try to keep this camera to where we can see everything. All right, Yates back in a shotgun. Wide receivers far to the left. He's back to pass. And I saw pass interference there, but apparently the referees did not. He was pushed right before the ball got to him. That was Zach Evans, I believe, that pass was intended for. So that brings up 2nd and 10. 1/3 in the first half, that is. All right, Yates back in a shotgun again. 2nd and 10. He's back to pass. Quick pass to the sidelines. Can't really tell who that was. Malik McPike. And Pass is complete, and a flag on the play. And let's see what this is going to be. All right, they picked up the flag, but it is a complete pass. So we're going to have third down and see where they mark it. Third down and about 1. So 1:28 remaining in the first half. And it is 3rd and 1. They are at about the 6 or 7 yard line, I'd say, about the 7 yard line. And he just kept it up the middle, and that looks like that gave him the first down. I believe they called that. All right, first down, so it's going to be 1st and 10 now. Clock is running with 1:18 in the first half. 1st and goal for the IndianHawks at about the 6 yard line. Okay, Yates under center, Evans and Reimel back behind him. He's back to pass. Quick pass over to Malik McPike, and Kyle Martin. I don't know why I said Malik McPike. I guess because I was wrong. Yeah, number 13. Malik McPike is 35. So 57.8 seconds remaining in the first half. Score is still 16-15, and it is now 2nd and goal from the 6 yard line. Try to get this camera to where it shows everything. Guess I could back it off just a little bit. All right, Yates is back. Reimel's with him. He's rolling to his left. Lot of pressure. Throws the ball, and Zach Evans was there, but it was over his head. Brings up 3rd and goal. 51.7 seconds remaining in the first half. Yates was under a lot of pressure then. And once again, 3rd down and goal. And here's the referee stopping everything. Okay, they want to turn the ball around. I guess the front part of the ball was facing backwards. Makes sense. All right, Yates back. Reimel's with him. Lateral pass over to, I believe that's Kyle Martin over there. And he did not make it in. Brings up 4th down. They're about the 4 yard line, 4th and goal. Again, clock is running with 30 seconds remaining. So Yates runs back in there real quick. See what they're going to do here. 10 seconds remaining. Timeout on the field. That's what they're going to do. So with 7.9 seconds remaining in the first half, score 16-15. North Calloway over the IndianHawks. Let's take a break.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, so here we go with the probable final play of this first half. 7.9 seconds remaining. And Yates is back in a shotgun. And he receives the snap, and he runs out here to the near side. And he is in for the touchdown. Sean Yates kept it all the way and ran here to the near side. And the IndianHawks go up with 2 seconds remaining in the first half. They go up by a score of 21-16. So Kyle Martin is he is on the field now to attempt the extra point. Malik McPike is the holder. Snap is down, kick is up. And there is a penalty marker on the play. I think the kick was good. See what this flag is going to be. I missed that. What was it, roughing the kicker? Okay, the call was roughing the kicker. And so now with 2 seconds remaining, the score is 22 IndianHawks North. So Elsberry is going to be kicking off, or Clopton Elsberry is going to be kicking off. Yeah, they'll be assessing that. That penalty is assessed on the kickoff, so they'll be kicking off from the Thunderbirds' 45-yard line. There's the kick, and that kick is back into the end zone. So there is a touchback. So once again, 2 seconds remaining in the first half. Thunderbirds have time to make one play. They'll be 1st and 10 from the 20. Again, time to make one play. And he just takes a knee. All right. So, at the end of one half of this football game, the score is your Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks 22 and the visiting North County Thunderbirds 16. All right, throw a commercial in here real quick.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
All right. I have not had any stats brought up to me, but we can talk just a little bit about. I'm thinking that the IndianHawks they've taken a little bit better advantage of. The Birds have made a few more, and they've been a little costlier. I think it's going to be one of those games where, unless something really changes in the second half, this is going to be one of those games where whoever scores last is going to be the winner. It doesn't always work that way, obviously, score easy enough. And just right now, Elsberry's on top, 22-16 touchdown. And so that gives them 16 points instead of 14 points. And that may prove very big in this game. But anyway, hopefully the IndianHawks can keep this momentum going that they've got right. They were able to really go well that last drive. They had that about a 39-yard play. And so anyway, let's take a little bit of a break here for a halftime. And as you can see out on the field is going to get a little bit of entertainment here with a baton twirler. Somebody said there's going to be some fire. So.
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird looks showing up in your robe and fuzzies.
Our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment.
www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this
work, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
These are about learning life values. Your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone showing good.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort, and Trust proudly supports the area.
Balls and strikes, fouls or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your health care needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better health care. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com. At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We have numerous programs to help your wallet as well as save precious time. Save money with our RX Savings Club program, and you can save time with our medication synchronization program where we fill your prescriptions at the same time each month. We also offer our medication adherence program to help you remember to take your medications on time as prescribed by your doctor. Better value, better service, better health care. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacy in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
And we are back on the air for the third quarter. Got a few statistics here from the first half. Clopton Elsberry passing. They were 13 of 23 for 228 yards. And rushing, there were 12 rushes for 15 yards. So definitely passing team here. And for North Calloway, their passing was 4 for 5 for 8 yards. And they rushed, had 18 carries for 176 yards. So definitely a tale of two cities here on a tale of two cities for these two teams. But all right, Kyle Martin to kick off. We are ready for this third quarter. There's the kick. And it is received by North Calloway, and he is running up the middle, tries to spin off a blocker. And North Calloway makes it out to about the 44-yard line. So they will start 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line. Change this to the third quarter. So 1st and 10 North Calloway. They rush up the middle. And looks like they picked up probably 3 yards or so, brings up about 2nd and 7. I was busy looking down and didn't really see what kind of formation they had there. But it is 2nd and 7. And North Calloway, no receivers. Quarterback under center. Hands off to, I believe, 21, Wortman. And he is gobbled up for maybe a 1-yard gain. Maybe a 2-yard gain. And so we're going to have about 3rd and about 5. And once again, this is the Indian Sports Network on YouTube and also KYRO 1280. All right, there's number 22, I believe, the runner. And Trevor Ray. He picked up a couple of yards on there, so that brings up 4th down and a long 2, maybe closer to 3. So now's where the IndianHawks defense needs to stand strong. All right, 3 runners and 3 running backs. They're under center, and there's the flag down on the play. That is a false start for the IndianHawks, and there's their 1st down right there. Yeah, I think I said false start. It's actually encroachment offsides. But either way, it's a 1st down for the Thunderbirds. That is not what they need to do. They don't need to give them 1st downs like that. All right, pass or the handoff is to number 24, Cody Cash. He runs up, picks up probably 5 or 6 yards. And, yeah, the ball is on the 40-yard line. They have a flag on the play there. I saw a white flag laying down there, but now there's a yellow one. And it looks like it's coming back. Holding is the call. That'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so that takes it back to about just inside the 50-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and about 17 yards. All right, back to pass. Got the receiver is all alone, and he is in for the touchdown. I don't see any yellow on the field. So that is a touchdown, North Calloway Thunderbirds. That was Cody Cash with that reception and the run into the end zone. So before the extra points attempt, we have a tied score of 22. All right, one wide receiver. They run it right up the middle, and he is in for the extra 2 points. So just like that, 9:38 remaining in the third quarter. Score is now 24-22. The Thunderbirds over the IndianHawks. So that first down proved to be costly. That encroachment penalty, that gave them a first down, and that proved to be very costly. So 2-point lead for the Thunderbirds. Back deep is Jake Reimel, and I believe it's Dorian Zumwalt. I believe that's number 20 back there. And Will Jeffries to kick. Kick is back to Zumwalt. He is running it up the middle, and he breaks through a couple tackles, but finally brought down at about the 30-yard line. No, actually, they're spotting the ball at about the 33-yard line. All right, so 1st and 10 IndianHawks. 3 wide receivers on the near side. Yates back in a shotgun. Quick pass, lateral pass over to Zach Evans. He leans into his defender, and he's brought down about the 40-yard line. So about a 7-yard gain. Brings up second about 3.5. One wide receiver out to each side, one back. And Yates is under center, passes it back to Jake Reimel, and he hit a brick wall. So that brings up 3rd down and about 4 or so. He lost maybe a yard on that play. So we got McPike out here all the way to the near side. And Lucas Martin a little farther in. Yates in shotgun, back to pass. Real low pass, wasn't even close. So it fell incomplete. That was intended for Zach Evans. Brings up 4th down. 4th down and about 4. So they'll be kicking it away. They'll be kicking from about the 25-yard line. And Took a lateral bounce there, but it is out of bounds at about the 34, 35-yard line. So the IndianHawks will be taking over 1st and 10 from their own about 34-yard line. So now the score 24-22, 7:58 remaining in the third quarter. And right up the middle for North Calloway, they pick up about 5 yards. The ball looked like it was loose, but I don't see him say anything about a change of possession. So gain of about 5 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 5. And the Thunderbirds are in their running formation again. Quarterback under center. Hands it off. Can't see his number. 21, I believe. That's Wortman, and he is out for a first down. Now that was number 22. That was Trevor Ray. Either way, they got the first down. And they are up to their own 47-yard line. 1st and 10. 7:13 remaining in the third quarter, 24-22. The score, North Calloway over Clopton Elsberry. Quarterback under center. He hands off to Wortman. Wortman takes half the team with him. And flag on the play. Looks like about a 6-yard penalty. I'm sorry, 6-yard run. 7-yard run maybe. But the flag on the play, I'm thinking it just may be personal foul. That's going to be my guess. Personal foul. Oh, the personal foul is offense. What I saw was a little bit of retaliation. They didn't call that apparently. Okay, personal foul defense. So offsetting fouls. Yeah, it's not offsetting fouls. So it was just personal foul defense. Big penalty against Clopton Elsberry. That takes the ball all the way up to the Clopton Elsberry 31-yard line. And we now have another penalty flag down. Well, I thought I saw a flag down. I don't know what he was doing. But either way, it's 1st and 10 from the IndianHawks 31-yard line. They are in a passing formation, but they are running. It's number 24 running, and he is brought down in the backfield. That was Cody Cash running laterally, and I see a flag down. Flags must be getting slippery. They keep falling out of their pockets. What are they calling here? I was looking through the glass and I couldn't tell. An illegal block from behind. That's going to be against the offense. So there is a big penalty coming back. That takes the ball all the way back to about the 42 to 43-yard line for the Thunderbirds. So they have first down, and they have to go to another zip code before they get another first down. Ball's run to the outside, to the far side, and he gets back to about 8 yards from a first down, but I see multiple flags down. There's at least 2 flags down, I know. See what this is going to turn into. .646 remaining in the third quarter. Another illegal block in the back. Getting to run the ball a lot on first down, but they're going the other direction. So that takes the ball back into their own territory at about the 49-yard line. And I'm going to need a calculator here to figure out how far they have to go. Yeah, it's first down and about 30 to 32, something like that. Wow. So quarterback is back to pass. And he's nobody to pass. And he drops the ball, falls on it. And I believe that the IndianHawks have fallen on the ball. They have. Change of possession. So the IndianHawks take over first and 10, and they are in North Calloway territory at about the 48-yard line. So there's a fumble for the T-Birds. .6:31 remaining in the third quarter. The score is 24 to 22. North Calloway over the IndianHawks. Let's see if Clopton Elsberry can take advantage of this turnover. Get back in the lead of this game. Yates in the shotgun. Receivers out to two sides. There is a pass to Kyle Martin, and he's out close to a first down. And they give him the first down. So there's an IndianHawk first down, and they are down around the 38-yard line. Clock running again, 6:18, 17 to go in the third quarter. Yates back in a shotgun, 2 wide receivers each end, 1 back with him back there. He's back to pass. That ball is brought in by Malik McPike, and he had a defender on his back whenever he caught that. That's good for about 8 yards, 7 or 8 yards. That brings up second and 2 or 3. We have the ball on the 31-yard line. Once again, Yates back in a shotgun. 2 wide receivers each end. And flags on the play just as they snap the ball. And just from Yates' reaction, that looks like it's going to go against the IndianHawks. Had an illegal formation, I believe. And I was wrong. That was not against the IndianHawks. That is against North Calloway. 1st and 10, IndianHawks. Yates under center, 2 backs. And it is back to Jake Reimel. He is taking it up the middle, and he is brought down after about a 2-3 yard gain. All right, gain of 1. 2nd and 9. Yates back in the shotgun, looks like this time. And Reimel back with him. 2 wide receivers either side. He's back to pass. Pass up the middle. And Zach Evans is in for the touchdown. That is Zach Evans with his at least 2nd touchdown tonight. 26-yard pass to Zach Evans. 4:24 remaining in the third quarter. Score at this point in time, 28-24, IndianHawks over North Calloway. Kyle Martin back for the kick. I'm not going to change the score on the screen here until this is over. Kick is up, and it's good. All right, no flags on the play. I heard the whistle, but no flags on the play. So, the score with 4:24 remaining in the third quarter. The score is now 29-24. IndianHawks over the Thunderbirds. Let's take a. No, we're not going to have time for a break. Let me get this score changed. So, once again, 29-24 in the third quarter. Elsberry is getting ready to kick off. 4:24 remaining. They are kicking from their own 40. And there is the kick. Long kick. And it is back to North Calloway receiver ran it up to about the 25-yard line, and he hit a clothesline. I believe his feet came up higher than his head then. So, looks like North Calloway is going to take over 1st and 10 from about the 27-yard line. .418 remaining in the third quarter. 29-24. Clopton Elsberry over North Calloway. All right. Looks like they took a little bit of a water break out there. They're ready to play again. Once again, 1st and 10 for North Calloway. And they have their normal formation out there, one wide receiver. And they're back to pass, and that ball is caught. Well, you know what? I'm not sure what's going on here. I absolutely missed. There's a lot of excitement over there, and I don't know what happened. The ball, the pass was caught. The pass was caught, and I'm hearing up here in the press box that they blew the whistle. Well, I mean, I heard them blow the whistle. I don't know what they're going to do here. The North Calloway team is thinking that they should had a touchdown, and apparently they're saying the ball was out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. That's clear across the field from me, so I have absolutely no idea whether he went across the field or not, or out of bounds or not. But either way, it is now 1st and 10 from about the 35-yard line. Now what? Now they're moving it forward. They're moving it forward 10 yards, so it's up to about the 25-yard line now. All right. I have no idea what's going on here, but that's 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line for North Calloway. Now they blow the whistle again. Okay, I guess Coach Walensky wants an explanation on what's going on. I would like for them to come up here and explain to me what's going on. Right now, it's North Callaway's ball. 4:01 remaining in the third quarter. North Callaway's ball on on the Clopton Elsberry 25-yard line. Score is 29-24. IndianHawks over the Thunderbirds. And it is 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line for the Thunderbirds. All right. Maybe we can actually get a play going this time. All right, here's the handoff, and he is brought down at the line of scrimmage. He picked up maybe a yard. That was 22. That is Trevor Ray. So he picked up maybe a yard on that. Brings up 2nd and 9 from the 24. Okay, here comes Calloway back. Under center, 2 wide receivers and 2 backs, and he is up the middle, and he was stopped after about another 7 or 8 yards. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2. Like I said before, this is game's liable to turn into whoever has the ball last is going to win. All right, 3rd and 2. Quarterback under center, no backs. He turns up the middle, and he does pick up the 1st down. So fresh set of downs. That's outside the 10-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Thunderbirds from about the 11, 12-yard line. About the 12-yard line, I guess. 2.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Quarterback under center, hands it off, goes right up the middle, and he's carrying 2 or 3 defenders with him. Looks like he picked up maybe 3 or 4 yards. See where they put it. Going to be 2nd and 5. 2nd and a short 5. Under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Handoff again. He turns up the middle, spins off, and spins into a wall, but he's up close to a 1st down. If so, it's going to be 1st and goal. So we have a 1st and goal. 1:38 remaining in the third quarter. Score is 29-24, IndianHawks over the Thunderbirds. And we have a 1st and goal for the Thunderbirds. 3 running backs. Handoff. I can't see the number here, but he makes it to the line of scrimmage, and that's about up. He got his way in there. Touchdown, Thunderbirds. 1:25 remaining in the third quarter. And that takes the score 30-29 with the Thunderbirds over the IndianHawks. All right. And he is stopped. That is Kyle Martin. Brought him down in the backfield. So that saved 2 points right there. That could be huge later on in this game. So with 1:25 remaining in the third quarter, the score is now North Calloway Thunderbirds 30, the Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks 29. So now they're out there talking some more. But now the Thunderbirds are going to be kicking off from the 40-yard line. Back to receive is Jake Reimel and Dorian Zumwalt. Still a lot of time for both teams. Got a whole quarter to go. There's the kick. And it is received by Kyle Martin. And he runs the ball back up to around the, where we at, about the 37-yard line. So he will be, the Indian Hawks will be taking over 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. .120 remaining in the third quarter. All right. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Reimel back with Yates in a shotgun. Lateral pass over to Zach Evans. And he bounces off of 2 or 3 defenders and picks up probably 6 yards on the play. Maybe 7 yards. He pushed away a couple of defenders that were back about the line of scrimmage. Clock is running under a minute. So it brings up 2nd and about 2.5. Yates in a shotgun. 1 wide receiver to the near side, 2 to the far side. He's back to pass. Passes downfield, and pass was ahead of that Zach Evans down there, and the ball was actually touched. It really wasn't almost intercepted, but it was actually touched by the North Calloway defender. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2.5 or 3. 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Four wide receivers. Jake Reimel back with Yates, and Yates is keeping it himself, running to the far side, and he tries to turn it up. He tries to turn it up field and is brought down behind the line of scrimmage at about the 41-yard line. 21.7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. So that brings up 4th down and about 6 yards. Brings in Malik McPike. He's going to punt it away. There's the kick. Good punt. Takes an Indian Hawk bounce and just keeps going. And it was down by Jake Reimel at about the 5-yard line. All right, so the Indian Hawks have 95 yards to go. There's 9.5 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and they're pinned back on the 5-yard line. So nice kick from Malik McPike. We're about to go into the fourth quarter. No backs for for North Callaway, and they run the ball and get up to about the line of scrimmage. And there's the end of the third quarter. The score is North Callaway 30, Clopton Elsberry IndianHawks 29. A real back and forth game here. This ought to be an exciting fourth quarter. Take a break.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that, but when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, we are back for this fourth quarter. And like I said, I think this is going to be an exciting fourth quarter here. 1 point ball game. North Callaway 30, Clopton Elsberry 29. North Callaway be starting this fourth quarter from about their 7-yard line, be second and about 8. I need to bring some Windex up here and clean these windows a little bit. All right, quarterback under center. There's a pass, and it's almost intercepted and bounced off the IndianHawks and bounced into the arms of North Callaway for a completed pass. So that brings them out 1st and 10 at the 30-something yard line, about the 32-yard line. So a little bit of luck there, a little bit of skill. But either way, North Callaway will take it. 3 running backs. And quarterback back to pass. And the pass was long. Couldn't tell who that intended receiver was. Like I said, it's very hard to see their numbers. You can see the numbers on their shoulders, but they're real little. So, brings up 2nd and 10 from the 32. 11:47 remaining in the ball game. Score is 30-29. And running to the near side, and the penalty marker is down. Running to the near side is Wortman. Penalty marker is down, though. Let's see what this is going to be. Call is holding. Holding against North Callaway. So that takes him back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So they are back on the 26-yard line. They have 2nd and about 16. Once again, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. Pitch to a running back, and he finds a bit of a hole, and he's finally brought down at about the 40-yard line. Gain of about 13 on the play. They're the Thunderbirds' running game is doing quite well tonight. And 3rd and 3 now. And once again, 3 running backs, quarterbacks under center. That's what they've been running all night mainly. And there is the runner up the middle, and he has the first down. That was Wortman with the carry. He's carried it a bunch tonight. They're showing the ball down on the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10. Clock running, 10:47 remaining. Score is still 30-29, North Calloway over Clopton Elsberry. One running back, one in motion, and he gets the ball. He turns up the middle, and he goes for about 2 yards, 2 to 3. That was Cody Cash. Hey, he has it's a full 2-yard gain. So 2nd and 8. And again, under 10 minutes to go in this game. And North Calloway is, I believe that was Ray, and he is pulled down from behind. Yeah, that was Ray. Pulled down from behind. He got back to about the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd and 8. He might have even lost about 6 inches or so on that one. That the North Calloway is definitely running the ball the vast majority of the time, and they've been quite successful at it. All right. 2 backs, 2 receivers. Quarterback lateral pass over to the far side, and they just can't catch him. And he is on his way. Jake Reimel there pulls him out at about the 10-yard line. Jake Reimel with a touchdown-saving tackle. But he just walked through that far side, and there was a hole the size of Mammoth Cave there. First and goal for the Thunderbirds. They already have a 1-point lead, and now they are threatening. 3 running backs. Hands it off up the middle, and he is up near the goal line. That was Wortman with the carry, and he is very close to the goal line. Still 2nd and goal here. And looks like the ball is about on the 1.5 yard line. One wide receiver here to the near side, 2 running backs. There's the ball run up the middle, hardly even contested. Touchdown Thunderbirds. That takes the score at this point in time 36-29. Get that score changed on here. And I'm assuming they're going to be going for the 2 points. They have every other time tonight. So they're back. Wortman's going to run it, and he runs it in for the 2 points. So 38-29, 9-point lead for the Thunderbirds. 7:51 remaining in this ball game. (38-29), 7:51 remaining. So the Thunderbirds will be kicking off He'll be kicking off to the IndianHawks. And IndianHawks are two-score territory. One touchdown is not going to do it for them. Reimel and Zumwalt back deep. I see Kyle Martin back there about midway back. There's Jeffries going to kick. The ball is kicked short. And there's Malik McPike with the ball, and he runs into the North Calloway players and returns the ball up to about the 35-yard line or so. Let's see exactly where they place it. They're placing it up around the 38-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the IndianHawks. 7:44 remaining in this ball game. 38-29. They need 2 scores. Yates back in a shotgun. 2 wide receivers each side. 1 running back with him. He's back to pass. He throws it forward, but there's nobody there. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. And, okay, we have Zach Evans, Malik McPike, can't tell, okay, Lucas Martin here on the near side, 1 receiver on the other side. Looks like he fumbled the ball just a little bit. And that ball is intercepted. That ball is intercepted by North Calloway. That was number 11, Wyatt Rathel. So that was the very last thing the IndianHawks needed to do. That gives the ball right back to the Thunderbirds, and they've been running that ball quite well. So the Thunderbirds going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. Right now, the IndianHawks need to get that ball back. 7:29 remaining in this ball game, and they are at a 9-point deficit. And there's running it up the middle. And he's out for about a 9-yard gain. That was Wortman. Wortman is quite a runner. He's big, and he can just push his way right through there. So, 2nd and I guess they gave him 9 yards on that. 2nd and 1. And under 7 minutes to go. Quarterback under center. 3 running backs. Hands it off. And he's got a 1st down and more. And he is running and running and running. And he's finally brought down about the 22-yard line. So just like that, North Calloway they are back to running that ball in place they want to go with it. That was 22, Trevor Ray running with that ball. And they're showing the ball about the 23 to 24-yard line, somewhere in there. Either way, it's 1st and 10. They're down near the red zone. 2 running backs, 1 wide receiver to the far side. They keep the ball on the ground right up the middle. And he picks up 7 or 8 yards. So 2nd and 8, 8-yard gain, or I'm sorry, 2nd and 2, 8-yard gain on that play. And again, the Thunderbirds running up the middle or to either side, they're just running the heck out of this ball tonight. They have some tremendous runners. Two backs, handed the ball off, and I believe that's number 21, and is he in for the touchdown? He's close. They're spotting the ball about the 1-yard line. With 5:18 to go in the game, scores North Calloway 38, Clopton Elsberry 29, and North Calloway is threatening again, 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Two backs, one wide receiver. Hands it off. And I believe that was Wortman, and he is in for the touchdown. They are just running that ball however they want to. And so, 4:50 remaining. The score at this point in time before the extra points attempt is 44-29. He is back, and I believe he is. See what they do. Okay, he pushed his way in. So, 4:50 remaining in this ball game. Score is now 46-29. North Calloway. This 4th quarter, they have just controlled the ball on the ground. IndianHawks just don't seem to have an answer for them. So 17-point lead for North Calloway. Once again, 4th quarter, 46-29, North Calloway over Clopton Elsberry. 4:50 remaining in this ball game. And the Thunderbirds are ready to kick off. As you can see, the IndianHawks have yet to take a formation out there. And looks like they're getting ready to go out now. All right, they are out there now. Looks like we're going to see Jake Reimel, Dorian Zumwalt back deep. There's Kyle Martin and Malik McPike. All right. Ball is dropped, and there's Dorian Zumwalt with the ball, and he's running laterally. And he is brought down. Looks like about the 22-yard line, something like that. 22, maybe 23-yard line. And that's where the IndianHawks are going to take over 1st and 10. .442 remaining in this ball game. 46-29, North Calloway over Clopton Elsberry. Yates back in a shotgun. Wide receivers on both ends. He goes to pass and decides to go up the middle. Now he's coming to the near side, and he's out of bounds after basically no gain on the play. Okay, well, that was my mistake. He actually lost 4 on the play. He was back farther than I thought. Once again, 4th looks like 4:34 remaining in this ball game. Loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14 for the IndianHawks. Shotgun formation, 1 back, Reimels with him. He's back to pass. Long pass to the near side. And that pass was intended for Kyle Martin. And it was not caught. So it brings up 3rd down and 14. .426 remaining. Yates back in a shotgun. Once again, 4 receivers, 1 back. Yates rolling out to his right, and he evades 1 tackler. And here's a pass. There was a pass to Kyle Martin, and it fell in front of him. Brings up 4th down. 4:16 remaining. Once again on this 4th down, Yates is back to pass, or I'm sorry, he's back in a shotgun. I would assume they're going to pass here. We have a flag down, and the pass is incomplete. It was intended for Malik McPike. Flag is down. And we have a player down on the field. Let's see what they're going to do about the penalty, though. They're still working with him. And it looks like the penalty is a face mask. Face mask penalty against North Calloway. That's an automatic 1st down for the IndianHawks. And they are marching that penalty off right here. So 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the IndianHawks at about the 33-yard line, their own 33-yard line. And McPike is walking off under his own power. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. 4:10 remaining in this ball game. 46-29 is the score. North Calloway over Clopton Elsberry. All right. Get this going here. And blew the whistle. Let's play ball. Yates is back in the shotgun. Receivers on both ends. He rolls out to his left. There's a pass down the field intended for Zach Evans and falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 33. All right, once again, same formation, two either side. Reimel in the backfield. Yates takes the ball, and he's back to pass, and then gets the ball away. I couldn't tell if that ball was received. Apparently it was. They're spotting the ball up around the 44 yards. A flag down. I didn't see the flag itself. Oh yeah, there it is over there. Okay, waved off the flag. So we have a first down for the IndianHawks. We have a first. And now what are they doing? The ball should have been up around the 48-yard line. And the coaching crowd is going crazy up here because they spotted the ball about 8 yards off. And the orange sticks on the other side are going the wrong direction. Oh, no, they're not, because they didn't give them a first down. Anyway, Yates is back in the shotgun. He's throwing deep, and he has Kyle Martin down deep. He's down around the 11-yard line. 3:37 remaining this game, 46-29. And the IndianHawks are down into the red zone. They're down around the 14-yard line. Clock is running with under 3.5 minutes to go. Yates in a shotgun. Jake Reimel's back with him. Gives it to Reimel. No, he doesn't. He fooled me. There's a pass into the end zone. Falls short. And that brings up 2nd and 10 from the 14. All right, they are heading up to the line now. Once again, 2 receivers on each side. Reimel in the backfield. Yates in a shotgun. Back to pass. And he rolls out here to his left. There are flags down, and he's still running around, and he is finally stopped right at the goal line. And the call is holding against the IndianHawks. That is being walked off against the IndianHawks. Takes it back to the about the 30-yard line. That's going to be 2nd and about, looks like about 30 yards. Move this camera over here a little bit. Yates in a shotgun. Got 5 receivers. Long pass. And ball dropped right at the goal line by McPike. And another flag is down back at the line of scrimmage. I didn't see what. All right, and they are walking off more yards against the IndianHawks. His ball's coming back to the. It's back at the 50-yard line. So we have about second down and about 45 yards to go. I don't think I've ever seen a second and 45 before. 2:51 remaining in this ball game. 46-29. North Calloway over Clopton Elsberry. Yates in the shotgun. He's back to pass. And Zach Evans with the completed pass. He's brought down about the 30-yard line, 31-yard line. Brings up third down. They still got to go to the 5-yard line to get a first down. 2.5 minutes remaining. Yates is back to pass. Long pass and couldn't get to it. That was Lucas Martin that the ball was intended for. Couldn't get to it. 2:16 remaining. And that brings up fourth down and about 30 or so. So, like I said, a little over 2 minutes remaining. Yates in the shotgun. Receivers on either end. Reimel in the backfield. He's back to pass, and there's his pass into the end zone, and the ball is knocked away. And that's going to be it for the IndianHawks on this drive. So unless they can force a turnover with 2 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the ball game, score is 46-29, North Calloway over the IndianHawks. Now the Thunderbirds will take over first and 10 from the about the 31-yard line. And I am sure they'll keep it on the ground for a couple of reasons. That eats up the clock, and that's what they've been doing the best tonight, is running the ball. There's the run up the middle. That was Wortman. Picked up probably 3 or 4 yards. Brings up second about 6. Clock is running. Nope, they've stopped it. They took a timeout.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just...
All right, we are back for the final 1 minute, 59 seconds. Second down and about 6. North Calloway with one wide receiver, and they give the ball to their running back, and he's up near a first down. And I believe he made it. They're giving him the first down on that. Especially this second half. North Calloway's just been able to take this ball anywhere they've wanted to go with it while they were running. So first and 10. First and 10 for the Thunderbirds. The clock is running with 1:40 remaining. 46-29. And you know it's 15 seconds remaining on the play clock. You know that North Calloway is going to be letting it run down. Five seconds remaining on the play clock. And they get the play away, and once again, the runner he's bouncing off of defenders, and he picks up like 5 yards, brings up 2nd and 5. And another timeout to finish this commercial.
And on the sidelines, encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, we are back. 58.4 seconds remaining, 46-29. There's probably only another couple of plays left in this game. And brings up, we have 2nd and a long 5. One receiver, and they put the ball up the middle. Wortman is running, and he's got the first down plus about 5 more yards. And that stops the clock for the first down, 51.5. So 1st and 10 for North Calloway, and they are into Clopton Elsberry territory at about the 44-yard line. And the clock is running again, under 30 seconds to go. This is probably the last play of the game. Cash takes a knee, and that's going to be it. So, the final score of this ball game, which was actually a very exciting game for both teams until till about halfway through the 4th quarter, and North Calloway just took over on the running game. Clopton Elsberry just didn't have anything at all for them on that running game, especially in the second half. With the final score, 46-29, North Calloway over Clopton Elsberry. And let's see, that both teams were 1-1 or 1-2. They were 1-1. So Clopton Elsberry's 1-2 now. North Calloway's 2-1. And the score of 46-29 is actually not as close as this game actually was. Like I said, it was in the 4th quarter when North Calloway just started running the ball any way they wanted to. So I don't think the IndianHawks have anything to be ashamed of in this game. They lost the game, and that's really the L comes up, and nobody really pays any attention to how it got that way, but it's an L and not a W. So they'll just take this and have to live with it, and next week it's on to Van Far and see if they can take care of the Indians while they're over there, the IndianHawks versus the Indians. So, from Clopton High School in Clarksville, Missouri, this is Kenny Masterson coming to you live, and this has been on the Indian Sports Network Elsberry Democrat YouTube page, and this will be delay broadcast on KYRO 1280 AM out of Troy, Missouri. So until next week, for football anyway, until next week at Van Far, this is Kenny Masterson saying good night, and actually be back here tomorrow morning for the Elsberry girls softball tournament. Might as well tune in and watch those. There'll be at least 2 games, hopefully 3 games. Hopefully they'll be playing for the championship. Anyway, to everybody else, good night from Clopton High School. This is Kenny Masterson.